Alright, here's the plan. Continuing where we left off. We are trying to get the big obelisk. We've got times 121 so far, so every round play as many hands as we can and then grow the obelisk. We have burglar for extra hands. So far has given us 696 hands if you're including the extra copies from blueprint and brainstorms here. 3 brainstorms, 1 blueprint. We ended up with a negative 8 ball in the first 8 antes, somewhere in part 1. This 8 ball, if you include the copies from blueprints and brainstorms, in total we've gotten 1,000 tarot cards. And with the tarot cards from the 8 ball, we've been able to build this deck, which you can't see, but basically it's gold seal aces, we have some gold seal jacks, and we have some gold seal 8s. A few of them are starting to become polychrome. We're working on it, we'll get there. We have 242 Jupiter cards because here are the vouchers. These are basically all of the vouchers. Maybe the one voucher that we're missing is the planet voucher. Also the overstock here. One more level overstock. Anyway, the observatory gives us times 1.5 mult for each of our Jupiter cards only when we play a flush. So if we go to the run history here, high card is 333. That's our most played hand. So if we play high card, it resets the obelisk. We can't play high card. Instead, what we do is we play pairs and 2 pair and basically everything else. When we play a flush, the flush scores all of the points and the flush ends the round. So we can't play too many flushes. We got to rely on playing everything else. There are about 50 rounds left if we survive all the way to ante 39, which, I don't know. I don't know if we'll survive that long. We were able to score E93 in the previous round out of E90, or E59 was the required score. And so, looking at these, every ante every round we get more Jupiter cards, and then so our ability to score increases, but also the scoring requirements increase, potentially increasing faster than we're able to increase our score. So I don't know, maybe it'll catch up to us in something like ante 30 or 31 or 32 or something like that. Okay, but now what we got to do, we have burglar we need for the extra hands. 8 ball is negative, obelisk is negative. We need per KO to copy the planet cards. This Giga Chad here, this is an extra. This is an extra Joker slot. We just got an ectoplasm. Ectoplasm gave us the negative obelisk. And so this I'm trying to replace with either a blueprint or a brainstorm. So let's go shopping. Alright, we did it. Get the overstock here. Oh, also, if you didn't already see, we're playing on 32 times speed. Okay. What are we... Tarot cards. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get death to copy my 8s. And that's pretty much it, tarot card wise. Boss here we can reroll because we have the boss reroll voucher. We have a double tag which we probably won't use. Copy per KO. Okay. Currently the Giga Chad is the thing that gives us the most money, and so maybe that's something that we're interested in hanging on to. Okay. I could take the hallucination before I open the booster packs here, but I don't think it's that important. Alright, we got a fool here. Family Computer asks, how's the obelisk doing? We just started. It's 121 so far. Hello Concrete, hello Mr. Meeps, welcome back. So the 8 I want to turn into a polychrome one. I think the jacks were starting to phase out, so I don't want to remove all of the jacks. We need jacks in order to play flushes. Our final hand needs to be a flush, so the final hand can be 3 8s, 1 ace, 1 jack. But I don't need 9 jacks. So let's turn one of these jacks into an 8. Skip the rest. Okay. Sock and Buskin. Nope. Giga Chad's gonna be better. Gift card. Nope. It's a little late for the gift card. Burnt Joker. What's per KO sell value right now? Per KO sells for 8. No on the idol. Pick up another death card, looking for a fool card. I could use the clowns give me money. QCOM asks, what's the tarot merchant at right now? What do you mean tarot merchant? I don't have a tarot. Well, tarot merchant is a voucher. What do you mean? 1,000. Fortune teller. Ah, okay. Fortune teller? That's back here, right? 632. Hey, look, we did it. We got a negative. Nice. DNA we can't use because we can't play a high card. Okay. Seltzer works for 10 hands. I'm gonna stick with the Giga Chad. Alright, we got the Fool. So I guess I can turn these into polychromes. Do I want to flip some of these aces? I'll keep flipping 8s. Yeah, we've got 62 8s in the deck. 8 jacks. I'm not like super sure exactly what the perfect deck is, like exactly the distribution of cards that I want. I'm just going for, you know, what feels good enough. Alright, $50 rerolls. We're going to stop here and try to get Showman in the next shop. Let's go next. Cinnamon Persona asks, why not keep a few cards of different suits to enable full houses and 5 of a kind? We don't really need to yet, but that's something that we will do in the future when we need to. Our primary concern right now is the final hand needs to be a flush. Like for sure, exactly a flush. That's what we're working on. And then we can add it, you know, we can spice in a few other... We've done it at other points in the run. Add in other suits. Alright, copy the 8 ball. That's it. That's it. This is the whole run. We have 20 hands. I can use death here. Here's the thing, if we only have 50 rounds left, 50 times 20 hands is only 1,000 hands, right? And out of 1,000 hands, I can play Flush House 200 times, I can play 3 of a Kind 300 times, I can play 2 pair 200 times, pair 200, 300 times. And so, I don't need to play any full houses. I don't need to play any 4 of a Kind if I don't want to. We've already done it. There's not enough rounds left. Jacks and 8s will play as 2 pair. Dakota wants to know how big the fortune teller is. It's about 600 last time we checked. Yeah, Cinnamon, that's the thing, right? Is, you know, it seems like we have an infinite amount of time, but we don't really. And it seems like we have an infinite amount of hands, but we don't really. And 1,000 hands might not actually be that many hands. We have 2 more jacks left, which means I can play these 2. Put the 8 in front for the Giga Chad. We can play a couple aces. Demonic Giraffe, you want to see the burglar in jail? Is that what you want? Oh, he's sneaking away. $19 cards in the deck. So if we go 6 hands times 2 is 12. Play 4. Family Computer, you want to see how much money we've made from just selling tarot cards? Just one at a time selling tarot cards? That's interesting. 15 cards in the deck. If I go 5 times 2, that's 10. Oh, Mike, you're right. We should have done this. We were supposed to do blueprint on the Chad. Ah, bummer. Okay, I've got 1 more ace in the deck. I can play 4. Let's see here. If we go 8 pairs, sorry, 4 pairs takes 8 cards. So we have 3 extras. We can play these. Okay, how about 4 of a kind? How about... Alright, play 3, draw 3. Okay. Play 2, we hold 5. And then here's the flush with the polychrome card. You know, Demonic Giraffe, it's not impossible. I have thought about that a couple times where we get to the end and I'm like, oh yeah, I got this strength card. This strength card that can bail me out. You know, if you end up with the wrong cards. Yeah, but as long as we have just one jack and one ace, then we can play 3 8s, 1 jack, 1 ace. That counts as a flush. The thing that we're trying to avoid is, you know, you don't want the final hand to be a flush house, because then you lose. Okay, looking for Showman. I think I'm gonna stop using the death cards, or sorry, stop using Fool to copy death. I don't think it's super important that we get the death cards. I think I'd rather just use the Fools to copy Temperance for reroll money, probably, at this point. Wingcap, you want the cat on the doctor's head? Maybe. Maybe that's a thing that I can do in the future. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I'm supposed to be taking these reroll clowns in the shop. Fool for Temperance. Yeah. Hello, Narwhals. Yeah, currently 125 on the Obelisk. Orange asks, what are we looking for? We're looking for the Showman, or possibly Invisible Joker. Invisible Joker could work in theory, but the last 2 times we failed. The last 2 times with the Invisible Joker, we got the reverse called shot, where we called the bad one and then we got the bad one. Okay, no Showman. Let's just go next. Burglar, we should reroll the boss. Previously played debuffed? Nah. Base, chips, and molt. Sure. Use death. For nothing. Blueprint on chat. Thank you, Wingcap. You know, that's like, I don't know, how much extra money does that give us? That gives us like an extra 10 bucks or something like that. We could do this. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Alice. Sorry. Wingcap, why not both? Alright. 7 jacks in the deck. We can get rid of one. Get rid of another jack, I guess. At some point, do we want to go back to playing flush houses? Let's get the 2-pair up to, let's say, 250. Actually, what we should do... Hold on, how many jacks do I have left? I still have 4 more jacks out of 5. Yeah, what we should do is we should play 2-pair now while we have not that many cards, and then play flush houses in the future when we have more cards. That's it. That's what we should do. Bagel wants to know, what does Mad Jimbo do? It's a plus 10 mult if you play 2-pair, or containing 2-pair. Flush house contains 2-pair, yeah. Alright, 3 more jacks in the deck out of 4 total. We can hit another one here. Actually, let's do this. Fool for Emperor. Yeah. Wing cap, we got a negative campfire earlier. Did we on this run? I don't know if we got a negative one. We got a negative campfire on a different run. Yeah, we did the campfire before. We got the big campfire. It's been years since this run began. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Okay. 1 more ace left, 1 more jack left. I can play some jacks. I can play 2 jacks. I can do 2-pair here. Takes me down to 7 cards. Then I have 3 hands. Okay. Ship it. So we can play 5. We can play 4. I have a fool. Okay. I can go down 1 jack, but not both jacks. If I want. And I can use the fool to copy the polychrome if I want. Okay. So play 4, draw 3. Let's play 3 of a kind. Okay. So play 2, and then the final hand is 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 in front. Ship it. Sir Boomer asks, what's the odds of getting a negative from a soul? It's the same as any other Joker generation. So like a Joker in the shop has a 0.3% chance of being negative, And so it's the same with the Judgment card, and it's the same with Riff Raff, and it's the same with Soul. Soul has a 0.3% chance of giving you a negative. But you can't use it if you don't have room. Wingcap. Wingcap says we got the negative camp art this run, but we sold it so that we can, because of Invisible Joker, because we didn't want Invisible Joker copied. That makes sense. Alright, you're not crazy. Check the footage. Run it back. Yeah. Alright. I wasn't about to challenge you. I just didn't remember. Because, you know, just like you said, it's been years since this run started. Does Hone impact Judgment? All methods of generating jokers are impacted the same by Hone. Hone is the one that, you know, increases the chances that you get additions like foil and holographic. Take the Fool here. No on the Sixth Sense. Seen a couple driver's licenses. Seen a lot of clowns. Hello, Splatter. Welcome back. These last couple shops have not been very fruitful, I will say. Have not found the Showman, have not found the Invisible Joker. I guess we're only re-rolling 50 times per shop. I guess. Thrice Shy, hello, welcome back. That's it. Chips on vacation in the Bahamas. Oh yeah, we did hear that at some point. Alright, let's copy the... blueprint goes here. Copy the burglar. I have 3 jacks. I'm just gonna... I guess I'll use the death card here. Doesn't have much impact. Thanks, Alice. I got the 8 ball. We got it. Two pair. It's okay, Alice. I don't mind. I appreciate you thinking of me. I will say, one thing that's a little bit annoying about this run is I do have to pay attention to what hands I'm playing, as opposed to, you know, we've done something like this before where we just have the golden ticket and you just pick 5 cards and whatever, you just ship them. But here I have to like slightly pay attention, even if it's only slightly. And then I gotta manage the tarot cards. And I have to manage the jokers. Hyperpower says if we mess up and lose early, then we got to do it again. I mean, we already got the record. Like, no one's gonna beat 131 Obelisk, unless they do exactly this. Bagel wants to know what's the run that required the most thought. I don't know. This seems like it's pretty up there. Feels like. What if we just sell the death card? Nah, we gotta make them all shiny. We gotta make them all shiny. I bet you Concrete can do it. Every time we get a good run, when we get a good seed, Concrete will come in and do the seeded version of it. And just run it back. Hyperpower, you want to see more seeded runs? Yeah, maybe. I don't know if there's some kind of interesting seed. The funny thing is, like, a lot of the seeds that I've seen people suggest or whatever, you know, not just in our Balatro University Discord, but like, you know, on Reddit, people will suggest a seed, or on you know, just the normie Balatro Discord, people will suggest seeds, and like, we've done crazier stuff. Like, people will suggest something and it's like, oh yeah, we've done that, but like even more crazy than that. Let's see, if I play 4, then I go down to 2, and then I can play 2 twice, as long as there's an ace in the deck. Okay, take 2, and then we have 5. Okay. Oh, I should hold on to the tarot cards. Okay, Tarot Tycoon we don't want, but maybe that's something that we could want in the future. Polychrome 4, nope. Fool for a Hermit, sure. Wingcap, you can always have room for more tarot cards. Just because we got the 8-ball doesn't mean we can't have more tarot cards. Look, we still got to turn all of these 8s into polychrome. We're only halfway there. We still got a lot of work to do. Alright, team, we got to put our heads together. Oh, Inweezable. We got one. We got a live one. We got one. Alright. Copy the percolator and go next. The boss is the bell? Nah. One random Jimbo disabled? Nah. Until one sold? Nah. Actually, you know what? Just give me the purple one. Alright. Okay. I don't have the Chad anymore. Oh no. Do we want to go down to just one jack? That's probably fine. Then I don't have to think about it as hard. Let's just go down to one jack. Two pair. Now I don't have to move them because I don't have the Chad. Nice. One, two, three, four. Ship it. Where are we at on the flush 5? 91? Alright. Yeah, we get to play the whole deck. So if I wanted to, I could get rid of this jack too. Well, as long as we don't run out of aces. Okay. I wonder, is there a universe in which we can use a third ectoplasm? Because currently it takes us to -3 hand size, would take us to hand size 4. What if we go ectoplasm into 4 fingers? Wait, that seems bad. That seems wrong. Alright. We only have one jack in the whole deck. It doesn't have to be a jack. We could pick up a different flavor if we want. Let's see here. I've got, if I do 4 times 2, that's 8, giving me 4 extras. So we play 5. Two pair here. We don't really need the death card. Okay. I should be able to play a pair twice. No. I miscounted. That's okay. Ah, rats. We missed one. 137 on the Obelisk. Played too many flush 5s. Bam asks, thoughts on being able to use Judgment and Soul even when you have no room? No. I'm not into it. Spectral pack, we could get the red seal. Let's reroll first. Concrete, you think we should go down one more ace and then to have an odd number of aces? Maybe. Since we're playing 2 at a time, maybe we want to have an odd number. Okay. Where's... I just want a death card. Nope. No gift card. Too late for the gift card. Hey, it's Chip. Chip or invisible? I guess we stick with invisible, right? Bad timing. Yeah. That's okay. Chip will come back around. Yeah, Chip's a friend. Chip comes back around. Alright, we didn't get the death card, but we've got temperance and fool for temperance. Alright, let's see what's in here. I still want the death card. I know we can always just like get one. Oh well. So third ectoplasm we can't do. Hex, nope. Medium, nope. Wraith, nope. That's it. Alright, let's work on the aces. Start by playing a bunch of 8s. Only one tarot card. Surprised we still haven't found a death card. NBAM wants to know about most money burned on a Wraith. Has anyone done that? I mean, we could have. We've had opportunity to do that, but I don't know. It's not super interesting beyond just like making a lot of money, right? We've made a ton of money on many occasions. This is just one of many, and you know, not even that much money. Alright, 4 more aces in the deck. Three more aces in the deck. So I can play 2 pair one more time. Okay, so I think let's play 4. And another 4 or 3. Alright, one more ace in the deck. We play aces and 8s. And now we should be able to play pairs. Okay, so pair, and then we draw 2. Play this pair, and then we have a pair left over. One, two, three, four, 5. That's the flush. We did it. Two Narwhals asks, any thoughts on the relative power black deck for endless runs? Yeah, it's pretty simple. Plasma deck, it squares your score, right? So if you have 1,000,000 molt, it multiplies that by 1,000,000. It multiplies it by itself. And so in order to score the same amount of points on any other deck, let's say ghost deck or black deck, you need twice as many jokers to do the same thing. And so the one extra joker slot that you get from the black deck, irrelevant. Alright, we've got plenty of polychromes. I'd like to get more of these 8s. Ah, bummer. Ah, bummer. Alright, well, we do a little re-rolling, I guess. Giga Chad? Giga Chad gives us more money. So let's do that. Back to where we started. I mean, it's only been like 3 antes, right? We got time. We'll get there eventually. We do have the Omen Globe. I would like to get the Red Seal, right? Get to my level says we don't have the cards to support more hands. I mean, we can get more cards. Also, we've been playing 2 pair a lot. We don't have to play 2 pair. We could just play single pairs. If you play 2 cards times 20 hands, that's only 40 cards, right? So we can support more hands if we want, if we choose. I'm perfectly happy, comfortable with the size of my deck at the moment. Two Narwhals asks, how many more Joker slot, or how many more planet cards could we have duped if we had more Joker slots? Well, If we had one more Joker slot, let's say, from playing on the black deck, then that would be, you know, maybe one extra blueprint or whatever it is. So it would be about 15% more. So if we have 216, 15% more would be, I don't know, we could call it 20 or something like that. No, closer to 40. But if you're playing on the plasma deck, then each times 1.5 is actually times 1.5 twice. Alright, go next. Yeah. Okay, so we go death here on the polychrome. 2 pair. Thrice I did the calculations for how many tarot cards that we get from the 8-ball. Is this the 3rd or 4th invis? This is like the 7th, and we've used a couple of them already to get, you know, brainstorm here. Okay, there's 4 aces in the deck, so we get to play 2 pair twice. Here's 2 pair once. Here's 5. Okay, one more ace in the deck, so we can play 2 pair here. Hello, Bequinster, welcome back. Okay, if I go 2 times 4, that's 8. I have 3 extras. We can play 3 at a time. LGK, you're an official teacher too, just had your first office hours. That's great. Congratulations. That's tough stuff. Good luck. We can play 4. So play 4 is too many. Play 3, draw 1. Currently we score E103. Obelisk is 145. We get death. Here's a question. Should we, if Chip shows up again, should we just take the Showman instead of the Invisible Joker? Like, would that just be easier to just re-roll? It's not like we don't have the money. We could just do it. Or does everyone just want to... Everyone just enjoys the gambling? Alright. You degenerates. Nothing to use death on here. Go, go, go. Gamba, gamba, gamba. Hey, check it out, team. We're almost there. On the Rainbow Sherbet deck. When I say almost there, I want to say like, I don't know, 60%? 70%? Kitty Knight asks, can Chip give us a percolator? Technically, if we do get a soul card, it's technically possible. Phoenix, you want to see me do a flush 4 build with 4 fingers? Well, if you got the 4 fingers, it counts as a flush, but it doesn't count as a flush 5. It's still just a 4 of a kind at the end of the day. Okay. Wait, you know what I just realized? With the aces, because we have an odd number, we don't have to count. We just play 2 pair until we can't. I see. The genius. I see now. Oh, Concrete is trying to help me. Concrete's trying to save me from a little bit of thunking. I see. Okay, but I do have to count like how many cards are in my deck. So if I go 4 and 4, that's too many. So let's go 2. Then 4. Okay, then we can go 2 and 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Level 4 flush. Alright team, are you ready? It's just gonna be Brainstorm. I guess we could sell the Mad Joker if you want. Levi, you don't want us to have Mad Joker? Alright. You want me to sell this negative? Sell the negative? Wait, this negative? Which negative? 149? Okay. Bummer. Such a Perkeo thing to do. Alright, get out of here. It's time for Chad. Ah, bummer. Yeah, we need Chip. We need a hero. Skip the rest. You know, every time we've seen Chip, we have an invisible Joker. And we keep saying like, oh, we just hold on to the invisible and then do the invisible thing. But maybe we should have had Chip this whole time. We've passed Chip maybe two times already this stream, maybe more times before that. Alright. Alright, Chip. Do the thing. Ooh, it's tempting to take the Chad. How deep do we want to go? Hello, Murphys. Hey, look who decided to come out of retirement. Chip's back. Decided to grace us with his presence. He's elusive, not necessarily hardworking man. $60 rerolls? Yeah, maybe. Alright. Let's go next. Murphy, if you haven't already seen, these are what the hands look like. We've got 195 two pair, we've got 132 flush houses. Obelisk is 149 and 1400 tarot cards from the 8-ball. I should have used the Fool for the Emperor. That's awkward. Oh well. QCOM asks, can we turn some of the 8s into a different suit, like hearts for example, and then play 5 of a kind instead of flush 5s? Yeah, that's a thing that we could do. It shouldn't be necessary. With high card on 333, we have plenty of hands, plenty of room where we don't have to work too hard. Alright, Levi asks, burglar was plus extra hands for however many rounds to find a blueprint or brainstorm copy. How many rounds do we... So what you want to know is, like, let's say the brainstorm doesn't show up right away. Let's say the brainstorm takes another 2 antes, another 6 rounds, or maybe it takes another 10 rounds to show up. Like, how many rounds is it too late, right? How many rounds before it would have been better to just keep the burglar, or would have been better to just keep a copy of Perkeo? Is that what you're asking? You had a burglar, wasn't that good enough for the goal? If we get a brainstorm specifically, or blueprint, or whatever it is, to copy Perkeo, more planet cards means we survive more rounds. And so, like, 1 extra round is 20 hands. And so that makes up for, you know, several antes worth if we get just 1 extra round. Or maybe we get 2 extra rounds, and then that's 40 hands. I know it's hard to tell, but the scoring requirements are actually higher. They are actually going up. Yeah, Wingcap, selling the tarot cards, it's something to do. $3 per hand after we already get, you know, $15 per hand. Okay. How about 3 or 4? If we go 4x4, that's 16 cards, and then we can play a 2. We have 5 hands, so play a couple triples. Demonic Giraffe, you want to get better at math? Left it alone for a while and then started to get less good at math. Understandable. Princess Crimson, hello, welcome. You want to know this guy here? That's a showman. That is Chip, the showman. Alright, 5 cards in the deck. I can play for... Hey Tirateo, thank you for the 3 months. You're here to check out the Obelisk. We've got 153 on the Obelisk. Okay. Play 3, draw 1 more 8. Hey Miss Mizo, welcome back. Sorry, Demonic Giraffe read academic papers as a hobbyist. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that is, maybe you're right. Maybe that's not the best place to start. Trying to learn new math, complicated math. I don't know, I feel like as someone who has written academic papers, a lot of them are just not well written. Straight up. Use the Emperor. Hey, look at all these fools. Temperance, nice. Nice. I just read a medical paper this morning about how much index fingers suck. According to a hand surgeon. Wait. So like, it sucks to do surgery on them, or they like don't serve much function. They don't function very well, index fingers. Drizzle, you gotta elaborate. You went out into the wild. You read this, medical paper. Now you gotta come back. You gotta tell us. Could get another obelisk. Do we dare? Okay, the thesis of the paper was, if you get an injury, if you get an index finger injury, you should just remove it instead of trying to repair it. All right, Chip came out of retirement for us. Chip came in here, was hoping to help us out in our time of need. We asked for a hero, and we just gonna disrespect him like that? Alright, if we take the invisible, we can't collect the negatives. I mean, we can, that's plus $2 on my temperance. Alright, well, go next, I guess. Two Narwhal says that was close to becoming a negative invis. It could have been. It was that close. If it was just one off. We have 200 on the 2-pair. I'd like to go to 250. Would negative invis make a negative copy? Nope. Copies a joker, removes negative is what it does. What it does is, if I have a negative invis and I sell it, it gives me a joker even if I don't have room. And so like, here it says 10 out of 10 jokers, it would say 10 out of 9 jokers. And so even though it doesn't give you a negative copy, it still gives you a copy. It still gives you a joker. And so you can, exceed the joker limit that way. The problem is when you have 10 out of 9 or whatever it is, when you have an overflow joker, you can't buy any jokers. You can't even buy new negative jokers. And so you're just locked in for the rest of the run. We've done it before. We've actually done it twice before. Negative invisible joker. Which is weird that it happened twice, but I guess, when you play the game long enough. In the same run? No, it wasn't in the same run. But it was in the same week. It was in back-to-back runs. We got negative invisible joker. How many 8s do we play? If I play these, I go down to 10. I have 4 hands left. I can play 4 of a kind plus a couple. No, I play 2 pair and then several pairs. So let's throttle back. Let's go 4 at a time. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6. We can play 3 at a time. Fool for death, I guess. Okay, 1 card on the deck. We play 3, we draw 1. Mike wants to know what happens if you have no other jokers and invisible is your only one. Yeah, I think it allows you to sell it. It doesn't stop you from selling it, but you don't get anything if you have no other jokers to copy. Okay, we have invisible, so we don't reroll. Could reroll a little bit for money. Boss says face cards face down. No problem. There's a negative tag here. One, two, three, four, five. Thrice Shy asks, what tarot card do we want to see most right now? Temperance, because Temperance gives us 40 bucks. I want to go on record saying that keeping the showman was definitely the play. Because, like, Invisible Joker takes 2 rounds to get you the thing that you want, but 2 rounds is 50, no, it's 100 rerolls. 100 rerolls, you can just find a blueprint. It doesn't have to be this way. $46, Temperance. Okay, 19 cards in the deck. Probably we start playing 4s now. Obelisk is times 160. Obelisk we can copy with blueprints and brainstorms. It does score more points if we need to. Okay. 6 cards left in the deck. If I play, well, it's 6 plus 7, right? So that's 13. 13 minus 9. Okay. Play these 3, draw 3. Play these 2, keep 5. Yeah, if you want to see. So here's with the obelisk. $127. Ah, bummer. Ah, bummer. Ah, no way. Alright, Chip. They gotta stop disrespecting Chip, alright? Give Chip a chance. Alright, he's gonna deliver. Couple of Chads going by. Take a fool here. If Invis comes up, we take it. Hey, I'm not making any promises, okay? I've been burned multiple times already, okay? See, we push the boulder up the hill and then it just falls back down. We do all this work, making all this money. We've seen Chip like 5 times this shop. We get the triple chocolate chip. Oh, why don't we buy Jupiter's? It doesn't super matter. I mean, I can if you want, but it doesn't really matter scoring wise. Alright, there we did it. You want one in here? We could go in here. Jupiter is like times 1.3 right now. True, but E1 is times 10. And E2 is times 100. So, you know, maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't matter. I'll tell you what, we'll use the priestess here. Alright. It didn't happen. QCOM asks, what are we going to use the double tag for? I don't know. There's like a good chance that we just don't use it. Hyperpower, you like this? You like the sell button? 1485 sell button? Also, what the heck? All of a sudden you care about, getting Jupiter cards with the Showman, but, before when you had the Invisible Joker, you didn't care about the Jupiter cards? Like, we could have had Showman for the past 10 rounds or whatever. Y'all might have a problem. This might be problematic gambling behavior. Alright. I don't have any more aces, so we're just counting down the eights now. So 3 times 4 is 12. Alright, we can play 4. One card in the deck. So we play 3, we draw 1. Okay, Celestial, nope. I'm not gonna hold on to death cards anymore. You could spin the wheel if you want. Never lucky anyway. Temperance we should hold on to. For a fool. Never lucky. Hey, it's Andrew. Except -1 hand size. Bummer. That was like one off from being a negative photograph. Hyperpower says, not sure that Chip is actually better than Invis now that we've seen a decent number of Jokers. I mean, we only need the one hit, right? So there's gonna be some misses. That's it. $60. Let's go next. Exhausting. Dakota asks, do we scale fast in the antes? No. Impossible. Actually impossible. We will die eventually. Wing cap. Wing cap. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Morale is low right now. We're at a low point. We could use some cheer for sure. I mean, we got the big obelisk. We got the 167. Okay, we got the 1600 cards on the 8 ball. We've got, you know, the perfect hand distribution here. But I just want another blueprint. Is that too much to ask? Cece says we're in too deep. It's too late to pull out. I don't think that's true necessarily. I think you're allowed to pull out at any time. Okay. Let's play 3s. Fours. Aces. Okay, 4 more cards on the deck. So we play 4 and then 2, or we can play 3 twice. Sure. 3. Three and then draw 1. One, two, three, 4, 5. All right, so watch this. Without copying the obelisk, we currently score E114. This ante was E98. The next ante, E110, and so it goes up by, 12 this ante, and then the next one's going to be another 13 more, and the next one's going to be another 14 more, basically. Holographic. Are we running out of time? Maybe. The meter's running. The clock's running on us. We ain't dead yet. $958 on the fortune teller. Idle might buy us more time. Idle would score some points. We have outs. We haven't, we're not using all of our power yet. There was a Jupiter card. Well, now, now that we already have 18, now that we already have level 8 flushes, each additional Jupiter card doesn't matter as much. Kitty Knight says we should have kept the second percolator. Well, we sold the percolator for an invisible joker so that you guys could gamble more. The things I do for you people. Hey look, it's Michelle. Welcome to the team. Imagine with me how many Jupiter cards we could have gotten if we had Showman instead of Invisible. Boss says my spades are gonna be debuffed? Nah. Chief Taro asks, is this the 8-ball run? Oh no, you're asking the 8-ball. Is this the run? I mean, it's certainly a run. This is definitely, you know, gonna go in the history books for sure. The time we got the 8-ball. Maybe it's because the 8-ball is negative. Maybe we're actually just cursed. QCOM asks, if you have a positive joker and a negative joker, do they annihilate each other? We had at one point, we had a positive 8-ball and a negative 8-ball, but they didn't collide with each other because one was lower than the other. So we never got to find out. Go 4 at a time on the 8s. Crocs with Socks. Adorable name, by the way, but Crocs with Socks says they only annihilate each other if they're on the same side of the event horizon. Yeah, we had an obelisk in the middle. Obelisk straight up the middle. 8 takes me down to... let's go 4 at a time. Okay, there's 3 cards in the deck. I don't think I'm going to get to do the 2 pair. I don't think we're going to draw enough aces, so... play 3 8s, and then 2 aces. So, play 2 aces. One, two, three, four, 5. All right. $116. Good to know. Alright, you want to know what kind of scoring jokers we can get? Blueprint is a scoring joker. Idol would also work. Seltzer would not survive. We have 20 hands. Seltzer wouldn't make it to the end of the round. Hey, look, it's Chip again. Dusk is a scoring joker. Hello, Brooksley. Welcome back. Brooksley and other folks who are just tuning in, we've got 173 on the Obelisk, and we've got 1,700 tarot cards from the 8-ball. Quite a lot of 8-ball action. These are what the hands look like. 236 two pair, 333 high card. Ah. Seen a lot of dusk. Yeah, Brooksley, if you've been following on YouTube, you know, the YouTube videos are a couple, you know, sometimes a day or two behind because, you know, it takes time to migrate the videos over to YouTube. So, yeah, I don't know, I can't guarantee that you've missed that much. We've had some interesting Invisible Joker luck, I'll say that. That's it. Go next. Copy the burglar. 312 Jupiter cards. Ship it. That's interesting. QCOM, you want me to try copying the Obelisk on the final hand? Yeah, it scores points. It does a thing. We can copy it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for science. Brooksley asks, does the Perkea Observatory only work on plasma? Wait, not only on plasma, but it just works better. You score more points on plasma regardless of what you're using to score your points. Does anyone remember how much we score without the obelisk? Without copying the obelisk? E16. Perfect, thank you. Yeah, we're on the big blind here, so we already beat the small blind. So we know we're good. Yeah. How much is the obelisk now? 175. Okay. 8 hands left. 7 times 5 is too many. Let's go 4 at a time. Wingcap, you want us to get to 2,000 tarot cards? I think we can do that. I think we can do something like that. Alright, 4x5 is 20. Alright, we've got level 15 flushes. Look at that. 8 cards in the deck, 3 aces in the deck. We play 4 3 times is 12, so 3 at a time. One card in the deck. Play 3, draw 1. Alright, if you want to copy the obelisk, this is what it looks like. Here's the flush. $136. Okay, blueprint or brainstorm. Let's do it. Also, Michelle is still here. Two pairs getting up there. Habsies, welcome to the team. $50 temperances, we did it. Was Michelle what got temperance up to 50? Yeah, Michelle might have been the last one. The last $2, maybe. Could have been. Could have been the Wheel of Fortunes. We got a few extra foils. Just need a negative Chad now. We've done it. We've got a negative Chad before. Not this run. There's Chip. That's Chip for like the 10th time. Polychrome 10. Death card. Seen a lot of Dusk cards. Seen a lot of Runners. That makes sense because Runners are common. Seen a lot of baseball cards. Seen a lot of these Astronomers. Bummer. Even Invisible's gone. No rares. Doflamingo wants to know, what are we trying to hit? We're trying to hit Blueprint or Brainstorm, either one. Either way, that's it. Go next. No discards. I'm gonna start playing a few flush houses. Flush 5, we've got 183. You want us to play 2-pair exactly 332 times? Why not go all the way to 333? I'm gonna play some flush houses now, since we have the capacity. Ah, all foils. Oops. Um, 4x6. Okay. Oh, I can't use the wheel anymore. Ah, bummer. Brooksley, you're looking for a seed that's impossible to pass ante-1 on gold stake? Basically what you would need is you would need to find a situation where the deck is shuffled in a way that 4 of a kind is not possible versus the boss. Or straight flush is also not possible. Both of those things have to be impossible. And at the same time, there's no points in the shop. Which I think maybe is not possible. Right, because even if you find rentals in the shop, you could just buy the rentals. If you find money in the shop, you can just leverage the money into more points. Very difficult to miss. Alright, we play 5. If we play 5, we only draw 3. So we only play 2? Yeah, pair of aces. Bagel Sonic says, what if the shop only has tarot cards? There would have to be magician cards, because tarot cards give you points. It would have to be the shop is only magician cards, and the magician cards, you know, the lucky cards don't give you the plus 20. Like, that's possible. One magician, one Mars. Yeah, so it could be Mars, it could be, what is it? Neptune? If it's Mars and Neptune cards, but 4 of a kind and straight flush are impossible, then like that would work, right? It doesn't matter how many planet cards you get if the hands are impossible to make. But a full house should always be possible. A full house and below. So like full house and straights should always be possible. Alright, we've got a flush here. If you want, we can copy the obelisk for science. Michelle left. Okay. Actually, what's in here? Cryptid, we can make more. Let's make more aces. Pretty sure we can tolerate more cards in the deck. Yeah. This ante, we need E122. 122, we probably need the obelisk. For sure. Could have held on to the Fool. Should hold on to the Temperance. Alright, Temperance. $1,050 on the fortune teller. For folks who are wondering, you know, how late is too late getting the extra blueprint or brainstorm? I think we might have reached that point. If you were wondering how late is too late, I think we might be there. I mean, it's fine in the sense that, like, you know, we still have several antes left. Like, we're not gonna die immediately. We still have time, but like, if we do get it, it's not gonna contribute that much. If we have an extra blueprint for only 3 antes, it's not gonna contribute that much. In the context of everything that we've already done. Alright, can't afford to reroll more. Go next. Face cards face down, no problem. I think with the 8s, I'm just going to play them 4 at a time, and then that way I have flush houses instead of 2 pair. Doflamingo says an extra blueprint gives us an extra ante. Maybe. I mean, the difference between the previous ante and this ante was like E12, and each obelisk is only like E4, right? So like extra blueprint copying Obelisk, that's E4, that doesn't get us E12. The difference from one ante to the next is E12, and it gets bigger. It's E13 for the next one. Demonic Giraffe wants to know what kind of jokers can we get for, you know, more points. Dusk does it. Dusk would give us more points. We can still make glass cards. We can still find red seals. What's the most played hand right now? Ghost Realtor, if you haven't already seen, we've got 333 high card. Is the most played. Obelisk on 182. Currently we're trying to use this Showman to get another blueprint or brainstorm. If I go 4 times 11, that's 44. That's fine. Play a lot of 4 of a kind. Haven't played that many 4 of a kind yet. Lost Atlian wants to know what the obelisk is at right now. 20 seconds ago I believe it was 182, and then now it's 183. Okay, if we go 4 by 4, that's 16. Okay. Chief Taro wants to know how many subs to zero out the obelisk. What do you mean zero out the obelisk? You mean play the high card to reset the obelisk? I'll think of a number. Alright, there's one more card in the deck. So we play 3, we draw the ace, and then that's enough. Okay, how much can we spend? Probably $35 rerolls. I'm pretty disappointed by the Omen Globe. We haven't gotten that many spectral cards, and maybe that's like something that happened last time we had the Omen Globe. Maybe the Omen Globe, maybe the probability is just too low to get the spectral cards. Maybe it could just be just a teeny bit higher. Alright, Chief Tyrol, I decided on a number. If I get 50 subs, starting now, if we get 50 subs, gifted or otherwise, I'll reset the obelisk.